Hey guys, it's Madison. Thanks for joining me in this faithful home. Today, I'm bringing you another Christian wife chat episode, and we're going to talk about ways that I serve my husband. So if you're new to my channel, you've never seen my face before, like I said, my name is Madison. I am married to my wonderful husband, David. We are coming up on 3 years of marriage. We are expecting our first baby here in a month-ish, which is kind of wild. And we are both passionate followers of Christ. And I firmly believe that the Bible talks about submission in a marriage and that the wife shall serve her husband. And I know that goes against all social norms nowadays, but I believe that the Bible is factual and that we should stick to what it outlines for marriage. And one of those things is submission and serving your husband. And so today I just want to share, I have 10 things that I do practically to serve David, and I'm super excited to share this with you guys because I think that submission and service in marriage are really important. They are just as much important as love and respect. And yeah, let's get into today's video. All right, so 10 practical ways I serve my husband. I have them written down on my phone. Number one is keeping the house clean. So this is the house we live in. I've talked about how we just moved in and we are slowly unpacking things, working on a whole basement project. So we've got a lot of stuff everywhere. But one of the ways that I serve David is just by keeping the house tidy. So when he comes home from work, there's not just a bunch of clothes everywhere. I try to keep our dining room table cleared off. The dishes I keep, making sure that they're clean and or in the dishwasher. And just a simple step at the end of the day to take 5-10 minutes before he comes home just to do a quick tidy of the house. That way, when he comes home, this space is calm, it's peaceful, and it's ready for him to relax. The second way that I serve him is I make sure that his uniforms are clean. So he's in the military and he has a specific set of uniforms that he has to wear every day. And one of the ways I can serve him is to make sure that the laundry is done, to make sure that he has a clean uniform top, which sometimes doesn't happen, and my bad, he has to wear a dirty shirt. But I try not to let that happen, and I try to make sure that I'm staying on top of the laundry. That way he always has clean clothes to wear. The next thing I do is I prepare dinners. I try to make dinners during the work week. I'd say right now I make it 3 to 4 of the nights a week, and then sometimes it's a free-for-all, sometimes we go out to dinner. Honestly, sometimes but I'm working on that. I think that it's very important for me to be able to serve him in that way by cooking a meal for him. Once I switch over to my maternity leave time, then I will ebb and flow with how we go on our schedule of eating. But for now, I try to make sure that I'm cooking him a nice hot home cooked meal during the work week a couple times, at least a week, and then on the weekends definitely making sure that I'm cooking those meals for him. On top of that, I also cook him breakfast on Saturday and Sunday mornings. It's really fun. I make a huge gourmet spread breakfast, plate it all awesome. He's in the guest room playing Xbox. I get to bring it to him. We sit and we eat together. It's a great tradition we have on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. We go to church at night on Sundays, so Sunday mornings we still get to enjoy each other and have that breakfast together. So that is another way that I can serve him. The next one I wrote down is hard sometimes, and that is saying sorry. I think that communication is really important in the marriage, and when I am wrong or when I have done something to hurt him, big or small, or just things that are not appropriate, not right, not edifying in the marriage, I make sure that I apologize for it. And sometimes I apologize too much, and he tells me it's okay, we can move past this. And sometimes it's hard and I hold things in, but making sure that I go to him and that I say sorry for what I've done and right those wrongs is very important. Next is talking about him in a positive manner. When I'm with my friends, when I'm with my coworkers, when I'm seeing people at the coffee shop and interacting and hanging out, I make sure that I'm building David up, whether he is there or not. I speak highly of him because he is a wonderful and amazing husband and servant of the Lord, and I don't want to bash and badmouth him to other people. That's not appropriate. That's not right. If I have an issue with something that he's doing, first I should go to him, but second, I should also seek advice from those specific people in my life that I have as mentors that I can trust with that. But when I go to them with that, it's not a slander and bash. It's a, hey, this is where I'm struggling, or hey, this is what he's doing. Can we talk through it? That way I know how to properly talk to him about it. But I try my best to make sure that I'm building him up. And of course, that comes with some joking, that comes with some, little making fun of and, our fun little banter that we have. And you're gonna have that, of course. But doing it out of love and respect and not out of bad mouthing and bashing or gossiping about him behind his back or in front of him. Number 6 is that I give my body to him when he desires. So we are called in the marriage to be one flesh, to join together in unity, and for me to fulfill those desires that he has. And sometimes I get it. I'm tired, I don't want to, or I'm not in the mood, and we ebb and flow. We talk about it, we have an open communication when it comes to that. But when he desires that, I submit to him and make sure that I'm fulfilling those needs. Because that is what I'm called to do it as wife. And I'm not doing it like frustrated or, resentful of like, I must do this. No, I enjoy it too, but I'm making sure that, sometimes even when I might be a little bit tired or not in the mood, if I can tell that that is something that he is really wanting in that moment, then yeah, I will submit to him and I will do that because I know that that's showing him love and respect. The next thing I do is I clean up his messes. I know that sounds very like, oh, woman's work and I can't believe you do that and he's so spoiled. And I joke about him being spoiled all the time, but I mean it really sincerely in a loving way that I get to spoil him in that matter. And yeah, that means cleaning up his messes. That means after we're done eating, I take his plate and I put it in the dishwasher. I rinse it out. I help him if he has made a mess on something, on a project. I help him clean it up. It's another way that I can serve him. One thing that he enjoys at night are head scratches and back massages. And so I try to make sure that I am doing that for him because physical touch is his first love language. I want to show him love by showing him the way that he would receive it the best. And so he loves head scratches, he loves back rubs, and I make sure to do that for him as a way to serve him. Like I mentioned earlier about not talking bad about him behind his back and, talking great about him, is I affirm him and build him up when we're together. So making sure that I am telling him how great of a job he's doing, or pointing out when he does something that I appreciate and telling him how much I love him and how much I care for him and how great he is doing, and building him up and reassuring who he is. And I think that's really important because even if words of affirmation are not your top love language, it's still nice to hear that you're doing a good job, that you're appreciated, that you're valued, and that you're respected. And so I make sure to try to build him up. And the last practical thing that I do to serve my husband is I submit to him as the leader of this household. And so I've talked about this here on this channel before. I firmly believe that he is the leader of the household and that I am to submit to his decision making. And so when we have big decisions, yes, we come together, we both give our opinions and our reasonings, but at the end of the day, if he is so strong about one way of going, then I'm going to submit and respect that and say, okay, that's what's best for our family, then yeah, we're going to do that because that's what we believe is going to be best. And ultimately, you're making that decision for us as a family. And so I make sure that, we have those hard conversations because having conversations is important in a marriage. But at the end of the day, if we can't come up with an agreement on something, which has rarely happened, by the way, like we're usually pretty in sync with decisions, but there have been some instances where there's things that I may not like, and I may not like the decision going forward, but respectfully, I'm going to submit to David and I am going to honor him by going with what he says because ultimately he is the leader of this household. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. 10 practical ways that I serve my husband in our Christian marriage. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to go check out my playlist of the other Christian wife chat videos I've made here on this channel, I'll leave them down in the description box below for you guys and up here in the cards. And if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you feel welcomed into this faithful home with me. I post videos every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can watch all my old videos if you want to catch up on who I am and get get an idea of what this channel is about. And you should go follow me over on Instagram at This Faithful Home, because I try to update you guys more often over there, especially with baby coming in the next, several weeks, month-ish, month and a half, however, honestly, I don't even know at this point, that you guys would get the first update there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you next week for another one. Bye guys.